Luckily, hey you. Long time no see, and I mean really long. It's been a long one. But as you can see by the title of today's video, we are going to be discussing and reviewing and demoing and comparing 7 different products from ECOTAN. If you haven't heard of ECOTAN before, they're an Australian-based company and they offer a lot of organic and beautiful skincare as well as self-tanning options. They are completely cruelty-free and vegan, sustainable, working on being 100% sustainable, which I love. They have won tons of beauty awards for their brands and specific products as well as best performers. And we will dive into 7 of the products that I personally handpicked, ranging all the way from skin prep to the very end of a self-tanning session, and we'll review all of that here today. Side note, I know I'm kind of just jumping back here on YouTube being like,
hey, what's up?
After like 2 years. And if you would like to know where I've been for the last 2 years, what I've been up to, and what the plan for this channel is moving forward, then just leave a little comment below and a like, so I know that that's something you want to talk about and hear about. Other than that, shall we jump into comparing and reviewing and analyzing and demoing the self-tanner available to us? Okay, let's go. Being that it's winter, it's the perfect time to get a little tan because it just makes me feel a little bit more awake, less sickly, less in need of vitamin D. I'm sure by now you already are quite aware of the harmful effects of the sun's rays. If you're not very aware of the harmful effects of the sun's rays, then you can check out a video I did that reviews all about alternative sunscreen options, that some majority of them are non-toxic, but they're all cruelty-free and vegan right here. It's been so long I don't know which side is on anymore. Here. Self-tanner can be tricky. It can be really difficult to find a self-tanner that we really like because we want it to be affordable, not turn out orange, we want it to be effective, easy to apply, not streaky, not patchy. Check off a list of things that all fall under, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. This is what this video is designed to help you do, is go through the various products that they offer and basically analyze it the way you would before you would purchase something yourself, so you don't have to make a commitment. We are going to start with a very important step, if not the most important, equally important. It's 50% as important. If you must do this first step, otherwise missing this first step will have consequence in the final result. So this first step is skin prep. So that means getting rid of the top layer of dead skin cells, be that with shaving, waxing, or an exfoliation. The point is you want to get your skin fresh, that new layer of skin cells exposed, so that when you do apply the self-tanner product, it will stay as long as possible. It will also allow you to have that patch-free application because the patches are where there's older skin that may be locking onto the color and absorbing it and falling off faster, but it also has to do with the application method, which we'll talk about once we get into the products themselves. Thankfully, ECOTAN has already thought about this today, Gina. Luckily, ECOTAN has already thought of this step and do offer some skin prep products on their website, which will really effectively prepare your skin for the next step. This being the Pink Himalayan Salt Scrub. This was actually an award-winning product in 2009 in the 2019 in the USA. It's made with pink Himalayan salt, organic lemongrass, and coconut oil. I was actually very pleasantly surprised after putting this on because it left my skin feeling really hydrated and soft. Almost as if I didn't need a moisturizer for that. That's crazy. Crazy talk. This, you actually want to apply it outside of the shower first. I actually personally would recommend that you do this in the shower without the water running, just because the residue of the salt will fall to the floor, and then it's just easier to wash down the drain at that point. You can use this on all skin types. Apparently you can even use this on your face. To me, I found it was a little bit abrasive. And speaking of, personally, when I use exfoliants, I find that it's a little bit too rough on my hands, so I like to apply it with the applicator mat. ECOTAN does offer this dual-sided mitt, and I luckily had this handy, so I just used this to apply the salt scrub and it worked really great. They actually do offer a specific glove that's this color on their site meant for that, so it's a little bit thinner and might be a bit more effective, but this is what I had, so I used this. I have very, very dry skin. I wanted to make sure that the coconut milk that they offer was really hydrating for me, because normally I look for balms and creams and oils. Being that it's a milk, it's a vegan milk, I was concerned that it wouldn't be hydrating enough, but yet again, ECOTAN, you have presently surprised this gal in Canada, because Canada air is quite different than Australian air, but it does work beautifully together. And they do offer this as a combo set together on their site for 65 Australian dollars. Ladies, that's like basically Canadian dollars. Let's dive in now that your skin is prepared and ready for action and for color. In front of me, I have 3 various self-tanning products ranging from a lotion to a mousse to a self-tanning water. So we have 3 totally different consistencies. Personally, I have never applied a mousse or a tanning water. You've probably seen on my Instagram or on a previous review video here on my YouTube channel, me using an aerosol spray can and this specific exact same lotion actually, which it's right here so you can see this old review video. It's an old video. I'm gonna save time today on this video and just cross compare these 2 products. Just kind of showing you the similarities between the 2, because if you want to get through this video really quickly, this is kind of what was going through my mind. Why would I choose a mousse over water and why water over a mousse? So both of these products offer 1-hour express tans, meaning the product will start to show up after an hour. True Color shows up from 8 to 16 hours. I like to wait from 24 hours. They both come in 125 milliliter bottles. The Hemptian water goes for $39.95 and that mousse goes for $34.95, so this one's $5 cheaper. The water is known for giving you the longest lasting tan and this mousse is known for giving you the deepest bronze. Okay, so let's dive into the water now on its own. So for application, I'm just going to be applying this water on the left side of my body only so that we can see what the final 2 colors look like against each other side by side, if any difference at all. I was nervous to use this just because of the application method, hence why I used the glove. This is the dual-sided mitt, the Luxe mitt from ECOTAN, and it has 2 sides, one's a felt and one's more of like this vegan pleather. And I use the vegan pleather one because it does not absorb the water. So starting from the bottom up, I applied the sprays after shaking the bottle, of course, spreading around the ingredients. I applied this product from the ankles up. And with this, the more you spray, the darker you actually get. So you can let it sit there for about a minute, absorb, apply a little bit darker. You can see before your eyes yourself getting darker. So if you are applying with white walls and you don't want it to get anywhere, I highly, highly recommend getting this with or without the white walls anyway, because this will just allow the product to apply so evenly over your body, especially if it's properly moisturized beforehand. Because if you have really dry skin and you're applying this right to dry skin without moisturizer, it's just gonna absorb unevenly. This is also non-comedogenic, meaning that it will not clog your pores. And they also offer a face tan water. This face tan water is made with hyaluronic acid, so it's super hydrating, allows for the moisture to be locked in of other ingredients, or orange peel and rose geranium. There's no hidden nasties, and this is an amazing alternative for somebody who does not like to wear foundation on a daily basis, especially if you sweat a lot, outside constantly, just don't like to wear it. This is an amazing alternative. You pop this on every 2 to 3 days, putting about a teaspoon in the palm of your hand after your cleanser in the morning or at night. Throw it on like a toner, wash your hands off, put on your moisturizer every 2 to 3 days. An amazing, handy little winter tool to have. Honestly, you can even put it in a little spray bottle and spray your face if you like, because I love this application of the spray water. So the tan water goes for $34.95. Last thing about this, I love how it's in an amber bottle because the sun's UV rays will not come in and damage it. The color of the glass will protect it. The 2 waters on the left side, well, I put this all over my face and neck, and make sure you really extend it to your neck, behind your ears, in your hairline, everywhere. These 2 I really love the results from. It did not dry tacky. I was immediately able to put on my clothes right after, and I definitely saw the tan. It lasted a really long time with this one, and it was definitely a dark tan. On to the mousse. I actually thought this was gonna be my favorite product out of all the ones that I was gonna try, and no, not because it's a mousse, and I'm Canadian. Maybe though. Because it smells like chocolate. That's not why either. I honestly thought that mousse would be so fun and unique to try because I've never tried a mousse consistency before, so I was like, this is gonna be my favorite for sure. This cacao tanning mousse is a dark result, so it's supposed to give you the deepest, darkest tan. How I applied it, again, shaking it, I used the ECOTAN mitt. This is definitely, you guys, an investment, not just for this product, but any other product. So the way that I applied this mousse was from the bottom up, starting at the ankles. I did 2 to 3 pumps per my right side leg. Remember, I'm only putting the mousse on the right side of my body. 2 to 3 pumps per one leg, worked my way up. On the felt side, applied directly, another 2 to 3 pumps for the torso and back, another 2 to 3 pumps for the arm and chest, another pump for the back and neck, and then I did not add any more pumps after that. I used the residue just to extend onto my hands and onto my feet. So that was that natural gradation of color, which is another nice tip to avoid streakiness and over application. What I did notice about the mousse compared to the water was that the mousse did take a little bit longer to absorb. It was only because I had the opportunity to compare it, one side being water, one side being mousse. I could feel and see the direct the timeline of the 2. The mousse was a little bit tackier and took a little bit longer, kind of like a typical spray tan would feel after applying it compared to the water. So I thought this was gonna be my favorite, but the water is actually my favorite. The 3 alternatives that I tried were the lotion, the mousse, and the water. Water being my favorite. All go well with this double-sided mitt, except probably, you could probably use the lotion with this one. It might give you a better streak-free actually. So my final thoughts on the company and the brand. One of my favorite things about ECOTAN are their sustainability practices. I really enjoy focusing and working and highlighting brands that are doing a lot for the planet and giving back and kind of taking a step forward in a direction for bettering the planet and the world. So I really admire how they are working and striving to going towards being 100% sustainably run through wind power, solar power. So that's a really cool point about them, as well as the fact that they're obviously cruelty-free, non-toxic, organic, no synthetics, a very healthy alternative that is also effective. So there's a beautiful backstory. If you go to their website, you can read all about it. All of the links and descriptions for the products that were featured here today will be below in the description, as well as my Instagram as well right here. Please come over and say hi and give us a like or a follow, because on Instagram I share so much more. Literally, come see, I'll show you. So much more than I do here on YouTube, just because I do day-to-day little tips, little tricks, behind the scenes, little videos that unfortunately aren't included here today. So come over to Instagram, come say hi. I'm very nice, I'll say hi back. That's it for now. Thank you so much for your energy and for your time and for being here with me today and your interest in looking at this review. Hopefully this helped guide you a little bit more towards a product that you may or may not want to try. Again, links are all down below, and I appreciate your time and you. And until next time, we will see each other again very shortly. Mwah.